Russians are electing the 450 members of the lower house of parliament. An independent election monitoring group says it has received more than 1,300 complaints so far. There were massive demonstrations in Moscow alleging voter fraud after the last Duma election in 2011. CCTV's John Metherell has our story.
Polls opened first in eastern Russia and have now closed in places like Vladivostok after 12 hours of voting. Polling stations are open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but because of the size of the country, voting takes 22 hours. Russian citizens can also vote in many of the Russian embassies and consulates around the world. While the result is not expected to change how power is distributed in the Duma, the perception of an honest count is a critical factor for Russia.
We are first counting the ballots that haven't been used. Then we will start working with the list of voters and counting how many people have voted, and then see who was excluded from the list.
Turnout was reported as moderate at around 40% of eligible voters. By early Monday, most ballots are expected to be counted. But there have been allegations of election fraud. Video has been released showing what appears to be ballot stuffing in the southern Russian Republic of Dagestan.
Yes, there are some violations now, but this is a human factor. Many times the president has asked to secure transparent and honest elections to raise the trust of civilians. However, sometimes there are people who try to falsify to provide an advantage for some party.
Parliamentary voting is taking place in Crimea and the city of Sevastopol for the first time since Russia annexed it from Ukraine in 2014. There were brief disruptions in Kiev as protesters tried to block the entrance to the Russian embassy. The voting has been condemned by Western leaders, but some locals are happy to be taking part.
I want our factories to resume work, our fishing port to start working again, to have more jobs. I want people to live better than during the hard times for Ukraine.
The pro-Kremlin United Russia Party is expected to retain even more dominant power in the Duma. 3 other parties in the parliament are also expected to win seats and vote with United Russia. John Metherell, CCTV.